Hey everybody, Bryce coming to you from the Fifth Family Garden today. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show y'all that yes, even with a little bit of frost and in the beginning of December, you too can still harvest crops. I'm in North Carolina, zone 7B, so I'm kind of up in the northeastern side. But we have been getting some cold weather and some frost and everything else. Fortunately, we missed the snow. Thank you. But at the same time, I kind of like the snow. But anyways, let's get going. So, one of the first things I'm going to be harvesting from here is my tree collards, which still looking pretty good. Hey there. Get back. Get back. Get back. I'm one of those people, I don't like to take everything off of my tree collards, because when you do that, I tend to find that plant has a hard time growing. Now this morning, just so y'all know, when I came out to the garden, one thing I noticed is that half of my garden, I came out about 9 o'clock or so, half of my garden was had sunlight on it, and the frost had gone off the plants, which you don't want to harvest anything while it still has frost on it. But what I did notice is that the other half, because it was in the shade, as I'll show you here, still had some frost on it. So kind of let things go for a little while. And what you want to do is you see, still get a little bit of frost on there, but everything's kind of wilted over. You don't want to pick it while it's like that. You want to wait until it has a chance to unfrost and basically unfreeze. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk around, do a little bit of harvesting, and kind of show y'all where I go with that. So I'll be right back with you. Alright, so just kind of give you a little heads up of what I'm doing. I'm going to start coming through this bed here. And what I've noticed is that it tends to be more of my darker colored, my reds and everything else are the ones that seem to be doing the best. They're the ones I seem to get a lot more out of. But at the same time, some of these other ones that are looking pretty good, my romaines are looking fantastic. Also got some beet greens that are popping up along through here. But not one trying to get like a full head of romaine out of anything. I like to come through and cut some leaves off and then be able to chop those up for salads. That, and it kind of allows the plant to go a little bit longer for me, which is always a good thing. The longer it can go, the better you're gonna see your production. Usually I'll have one of my kids out here with me, but started a new job, so get to work from home a little bit, and they're at school. I figured I'd take care of this. I like to take some of the beet greens. My kids, they're pretty big into them. My oldest, funniest thing about him is he'll eat the stalks off of those once they get a lot bigger and everything else. One thing you probably saw me just doing was I'll cut some of the stalks off of things. If it's a lot of stalk and not much leaf, this I'll just drop it down in the garden, let it compost where it lays. Here's some of my arugula here. Good thing about doing mixed greens, and especially some of this arugula right now, nice little peppery smell to it. I like it. Some people don't. Some people are big against the arugula, but if you grow it this time of year, it doesn't get as peppery as it does during the summer. So it's definitely one of those plants that likes the cool weather. So, all right, I'm gonna do some more harvesting and I'll get back with you. All right, now here I am. I'm gonna get to some of my dinosaur kale. Y'all see me here. This one's doing really good. This is also still in my bed that has the, that I put the garlic in. So the kale is just gonna keep on growing, and come next spring, I'll be able to get quite a few plants of garlic out of here, and I definitely will love that. We're a huge garlic eating family here. Oh, look at that. Got some baby kale there. Okay, don't know where I lost y'all there, but over here harvesting up some kale. Carrots are starting to look pretty good. I'm just kind of waiting for them to start popping up here, so that way I know how much of a size, but that don't look too bad in there. I'll give it a little bit longer, I'm sure we'll be pretty good. I'm gonna show y'all something here in just a second, so I'll be right back with you. All right, everybody, back with you. So I got myself a makeshift hoop house here, and hang on. Okay, sorry, back with you. All right, so I made myself a little hoop house. One of the problems I found is that I just can't seem to keep it all the way down on the side here, but doing the best I can, and it does help. Like I said, we've only gotten some minor temperature drops, nothing major, no snow or anything like that, which has been good. But one thing I think you'll see is, compared to the rest of my shaded area, you don't see the frost in here, which is a good thing, because now I can go ahead and I can start coming through here and I can start harvesting this up. So we'll let you take a look at what I'm getting out of this. This is also my trifecta, non-trifecta garden. So I'm harvesting over here from the trifecta side first. Getting in here some of this. And once again, seems that all the colored leaves that I have, the your typical non-greens, your reds, your everything else, seems to be doing a lot better than everything that's just your normal standard greens. And it's always good to have some color to your salads. You never want everything to just be one color. Usually when it's just one color, kind of get a little bored. Come through here, get some more. Definitely not trying to over harvest by any means. All right, and there we go. I'm gonna go ahead and put this thing back together, but just so you guys can kind of see, I mean, just a little walk around of the garden, and that's what I pulled out. Probably get about, once I cut this up and everything else, my usual, probably about 3 Tupperware containers full. I'll give you all a little preview of how I put my hoop house back together. So right now what I have is I have these clips here, just little 1/2-inch clips that kind of do everything I need to do. But I'll definitely still on the lookout for some tight clips, be able to secure this a little bit better. All right, and there we go. I'm all sealed back in here for the most part. Like I said, still got to figure out something to do for this end. 8-foot long box is kind of a little bit hard with a 10-foot long tarp. But so, like I said, I tend to still leave stuff going, and then that way I can, you know, come back and get some more. Growing slows down immensely when it gets cold like this. So, and you know, still worse is yet to come. It's only beginning of December, and here in North Carolina it doesn't start getting cold till end of December, into January. So that's when we get at our worst. But once again, thanks for joining me. Make sure you hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed already, please do so. And remember, only you can make the choice to be fit for your family. Join me again, see some more workouts, definitely see some more garden growth, hopefully, as we move on. I'm gonna put down a little bit more cover on some of these things. The colder it gets, just kind of draping stuff over, nothing as extravagant as my mini hoop house. But that's where we're at, and we'll see y'all soon. Have a good one.